Hey guys, today I'm going to film my July wrap-up. First of all, this is going to be my new location. I have moved into the flat in Berlin and I think I'm quite happy with this background. You can kind of see my books. I mean, you can see some other stuff, but I think it's quite okay. And second thing, while filming this, I do not have internet yet, so I'm not able to look up how many stars I gave any of these books. So I've kind of just have to guess all of these. But anyway, I read 4 books this month, but I'm not going to mention one book, and that is a really old Sailor Moon book that I had, and I read it because I was selling some books and I was deciding if I wanted to sell these books as well. So I read the first volume of that, and it was basically just the anime written down by someone. Like someone just sat down in front of their television and just wrote down what's happening in the anime, and I was kind of really dumb. So I gave that book 1 star and just sold all of them, and yeah, just wanting to mention that first of all. Now to the chronological wrap-up. The first book I read in July was Nia Unlocked by Lynn Madsen. This is the second book in the Nia trilogy, and I was anticipating this since I have finished Nia, and I was very happy with this book. I felt like there were so many questions that finally got answered that were not answered at all in the first book, but I still feel like there's enough questions left for the third book. So I am just incredibly excited to see the conclusion of it all, and I think that this is a super promising trilogy so far. I think I gave Nia Unlocked 4 out of 5 stars. The second book I finished in July was finally The Near Witch by Victoria Schwab. This has been on my unread shelf for so long and has been on thousands and thousands of TBRs, and I finally finished it and I really liked it. I have to say that it is my least favorite Victoria Schwab book, but I mean, she's my favorite author, so anything that is least favorite by her is still a pretty amazing book. And it's just very different from all of her other books, but still really close to her style. I like the story and I like the characters. It just wasn't really a story where I like 100% connected with the characters. So in the end, I think I gave it 3.5 stars. So it's still really good. I just also have super high expectations when it comes to Victoria Schwab, when it comes to her world building and her characters, so honestly this is just unfair for this book. And the last book I finished was the Silmarillion audiobook by Tolkien, and I was very proud that I finished this audiobook. And I have to say I absolutely love the Silmarillion. It was just so amazing to find out more about the world, to find out more about characters or just their families and their family trees. Like, some families really went way back and was so interesting to read about them. I'm just in love with Middle-earth. I am in love with everything that Tolkien has created, so this was just absolutely perfect for me. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I can only recommend it if you love The Lord of the Rings. To be quite honest, I definitely did not understand everything. It's just a lot of things, it's a lot of names, and it's definitely not easy, especially listening to it as an audiobook. You can never look up any names, so sometimes I definitely got confused. But I can't wait to reread it or re-listen to it at some point because it was just so amazing. And I also think that it had a really nice connection to The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Not only explained things that were very far back, but also explained some of the recent things in that world. And yeah, I was just absolutely stunned by this book, and have to say that it is in my favorites list of this year and also my favorites list of all time, which I never would have thought, because I thought it was like a history book from Middle-earth, which it kind of was, but in a very, you know, nice style. It was really, I just really liked it, and yeah, definitely recommend it to Middle-earth and Tolkien fans. Yeah, this was my July wrap-up. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know how many books you have read in this month, and yeah, I guess I'll see you soon.